Hi everybody, welcome to Celina Yoga Jams, back care and breath aware. So I hope you're wearing comfy clothes, you have a comfortable setup, and let's get started. So we'll start standing today. So as always, I like to start most of my practices by just shaking out and definitely inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. So if you'd like to join me, any kind of body movement that feels good, inhaling through the nose, vigorous exhale through the mouth. Let's go. Could be big movements or small movements. I'm just barely moving my shoulder. Another 2 or 3 vigorous breaths. Okay, so let's feel the feet on the earth. The feet are wherever they land comfortably, and we'll start to just roll the shoulders. And also, if you want to be moving the feet, walking in place, or whatever, feel free. It's your own practice. It's our own practice, so we can do whatever we want. All right, let's roll those shoulders. So we'll inhale forward and up. Exhale back and down. We can exhale through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels good. Okay, let's change direction. So inhale back and up, exhale forward down. You might want to use the arms a little bit or a lot. Go with your breath. Hi, Natasha. So happy you're here. And then let's go back to rolling back a few times. And again, you can use the arms, you can use the spine, whatever. Okay, with the next exhalation, let's leave the arms loose. Maybe a little bend in the knees, and we'll just swing side to side. So we're not really thinking about it. We're not really trying to control it anyway. The arms are kind of like spaghetti arms. Okay, so now we'll add a little something. So we'll make loose fists. One fist will go front of the chest near the shoulder. The other fist will go somewhere on the low back, kidney area. And not super hard, just like a gentle little tapping awake, a little knocks on the doors. And of course, as always, move within your own comfortable range of motion. So it really doesn't matter what it looks like. And, especially in this medium where we all get to be at home, like, do whatever you want, whatever feels good. So if you need to make a movement much smaller or much bigger or do something completely different, then I encourage you to do so. Okay, a few more of these. Working with the kidneys, helping ourselves out with anxiety, fears, working with the lungs, so everything we take in. All right, let's bring it back to center. Okay, so slap massage. One arm is going to be slapping the shoulder, and then the other arm is going to slap like the upper back, wherever you can reach. And we'll switch sides, so it's slap, slap. Breathe through it any way that makes sense. And just slapping out any tension, stress, stiffness, whatever it may be. let's come back to center. Work on the neck a little bit. You know what? We might as well, sometimes I'm lazy and I try to shorten the massage, but we might as well do the whole thing. So take the glasses off if you're wearing glasses. And let's warm up the hands. So build some heat. The legs, wherever they land, a little bend. Feeling the feet on the earth, feeling grounded. Okay, once you have some heat through the hands, let's do our breathing exercise. Inhale in. Exhale out. The distance between the hands, totally up to you. Relax, relax, relax. So we can imagine the string pulling up through the crown of the head. A couple more. Okay, now let's take this energy from the hands, give it to the eyes. We might like to open the eyes first, look into the palms. Close the eyes, place the palms over, take a few long, deep breaths. Feel the feet on the earth. And recharge the eyes. And you know, on all levels, so of course, on the level of our vision, like what we see, but also our vision, like what we see. So, you know, everybody gets stuck in certain perspectives. So just refreshing the eyes so we can see things, see ourselves differently, more clearly. Okay, so we feel the top of the palm on the eyebrow bone, the bottom of the palm on the top of the cheekbone, and we do some gentle circles. Change direction. Okay, let's massage the face. We slide the hands down the face. Inhale up the nose. Exhale down the forehead. Let's do a little pause at the temples. A little temple massage, adding a little bit extra to this one. And then as we exhale, sweep down from the temples, down to in front of the ears, down the neck. Just pulling anything out. So we'll do that a couple more times. So we'll inhale up the nose, forehead, little temple massage. And then pull down in front of the ears, release. One more. And now let's just get the whole face. So we'll go up the nose, down the forehead, and just down the cheeks. And do that a few times, just the whole face. Okay, with the last one, as we were working in front of the ears, sweeping down the neck, release. Just a couple times. Okay, now we can massage the head. So definitely get the crown of the head. I like working with the bone behind the ears. Just massage your head however your head needs a massage. And then we'll work with the base of the skull. So just massaging base of the skull. And then we can use our pinchy hands and just pinch the neck, digging all the way down into the upper back. Okay, so our neck slaps, we want to be very gentle on the neck and just have that image of just pulling out any tension. The neck muscles tend to hold a lot. They're always trying to help the rest of the body. So just let them relax. The rest of the body can handle it. Okay, now shoulder slaps. I like to go a little harder on the shoulders, but whatever. Same concept, pulling out any tension, relaxing these big, strong muscles. Couple more. Okay, hands on the chest, we'll circle. So getting the sternum, the thymus. Take it down to the belly, nice big circles. Okay, down the legs, as far as you can comfortably go. Of course, if there's active back issues, you could just do the thighs. If it's comfy, you can go down, get the lower legs, maybe even the tops of the feet, and then we can come up the backs of the legs. And of course, we're going to take some time, massage those kidneys, the low back. We can even imagine like we're trying to heat up the low back. Melting away any tension, any blockages. Okay, now we're going to try to get the muscles like above the kidneys. So it could be one hand or the other hand. I'm using the back of my hand, the back of my fist. And now we'll come back to the stomach, lower abdomen. Okay, lung channel, large intestine massage. So we start front of the shoulder, like around where the torso and the arm meet. Come on down. Around the thumb, flip it. Tip of the index, come up. We pass large intestine number 4. Come on up. Inhale when you're ready. As we exhale, we sweep across and release. Okay, other side, come on in. Down the arm, around the thumb, flip it, tip of the index, come up. We come up between the thumb and the index. Inhale when you're ready. Exhale, sweep across and release. And now we'll do the whole thing with tapping. So of course, gentle on the face. Go a little more vigorous on the skull. Get the back of the neck. And then we come down the front of the body. And let's do a little extra on the legs. Go down the outside of the legs. Go up the inside of the legs, but stay low. Down the insides. Okay, now we come up the backs of the legs. And we tap out those kidneys. Just loosening. Okay, now we tap out the lung channel. Large intestine massage. Flip the hands, come up. Across. Other side. Up the. Across. Whew. And once you're done your massage, just relax. Well, we'll relax, but prepare for the next exercise. So let's roll the shoulders back and down. Imagine a string coming up. It can even start at the base of the spine, coming all the way up through the crown. Let's have the palms of the hands facing down. Nice gentle bend in the knees. And we'll just take about 5 abdominal breaths. So as we inhale, let's visualize inhaling with the belly. And as we exhale, let's visualize exhaling down through the earth. Get ourselves really nice and grounded. And as we know, the key, relaxation. So we're just hanging from that string. Okay, a few more breaths, breathing in with the belly, exhaling down through the earth. And really visualize exhaling through the earth, like at least 3 or 4 feet. But if you're really feeling it, you can go through the floor, through whatever's underneath you, all the way down to the center of the earth. 2 more. And this is a good little trick if ever feeling overwhelmed, anxious. If it's like the mind is racing, what we want to do is bring it down, connect to the earth. And I like this because, you go do it in a washroom if you're around people, or you could do it more discreetly without the hands like this. You could have the hands wherever you want. You could even be sitting. Okay, 2 more breaths. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, let's do some fireworks while we're here. So we'll open up the feet. inhale as we come up the center. Exhale out, feel the space around us, and we come down. If you want, you can do like a little forward bend. So we inhale up, exhale down, and we could exhale through the mouth. So inhaling up, exhaling down through the mouth. And just move in whatever way is comfortable for your back. Feeling the space around us. A few more. And reclaiming that space. Claiming our little bubble of peace, calm. Last two. Okay. Warm up the hands. Warm up the back. So as we're warming up the back, let's send some love, appreciation. Okay, so we keep the hands on the low back, knees are bent. Let's circle our hips so we can inhale for half the circle, exhale for the other half. And this is another great exercise to just incorporate into every day. It's something I like to do in the mornings, especially if my back is feeling stiff. It's another good one, if you, just to throw into your day. Like, of course, it's ideal to do, a 10-15 minute practice, but we're not all like that. I know I'm not. But if I can just do a few of these at certain points during the day, I know I certainly feel better. Okay, change direction. Okay, we'll come back to center, open up the arms, take it into our propeller turns. So we inhale here, fill up. And we exhale, turn. So the feet can turn too. I think you can see my feet. And release, release, release. Go with your breath. So when you're ready, inhale, center, fill up. Exhale, turn. Go at your own pace. We'll do like 2 more sets. Let the eyes move too. And when we come back to center, we can gather that fresh energy and step the feet in, back up the elbows, inhale. Exhale, push down. Okay, we'll do our side bends. So shoulders come back and down. We can imagine the lemons underneath the armpits. So same concept, we inhale, fill up, exhale, release, 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 and we follow our own breath. So once you get the movement, you just go at your own pace. So let's inhale, fill up. Filling up like from the crown, filling the whole body. You could visualize light, whatever it is you need, calm, peace. Just fresh energy, joy, happiness, like all the good stuff. And then with an exhale, we tilt the head to one side and hang, hang, hang. When you're ready to inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the other side. So continue to do a few more rounds at your own pace. Inviting all tension, stress, discomfort to just drain out of the body mind. Okay, we'll wrap it up. I'll do my last one. Once we come back to center, we can release. Okay, we'll start working with the feet. A lot of back pain, we don't think about it, but it might come from the feet because the poor tiny little feet have to manage all the gravity of this whole big body. So we have to remember our feet. So we'll do toe raises, but if you're not feeling it for today, you can just keep the feet flat, no problem. We'll interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, if it works, come up on the toes and lift the arms. Exhale, toes down, arms down. So that's it, just go at your own pace. Okay, we'll release. Now we'll clap in front and back. Make sure you have enough space. If the hands don't connect behind, it doesn't matter. You just aim it. So of course we're getting nice work on the shoulders. We're also getting this great clapping motion. So we're activating all the meridians through the hands. And we're clearing the space around the body. Also, I find it really silly and fun. So I like this one a lot. A few more. Okay, let's come back to center. Just a last couple of standing things. Let's work on our balance. So if you need to have your hand on the back of a chair, or if you have a wall or something nearby and you want to grab it, of course, do it. If you want to not lift the foot off the ground, maybe just lift the heel so the toes are still on the floor, that's fine too. So what we'll do is inhale, one knee up, one hand up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. So this is borrowed from Tai Chi. When we inhale up, we could maybe try pointing the toes. So go at your own pace, find your own rhythm. And as much as possible, we try to sync it with the breath. A few more. And as we exhale, the hand brushing away. One more each side. Okay, let's just take a moment to feel. We can place the hands on the lower dantian. So one thumb can be at the center of the palm. And this point, by the way, like I was saying before, you're feeling stressed out, anxious, all these thoughts really in your head. This point will help bring the energy down. And I love this so much because we can do it anytime, anywhere, at work, in a meeting, watching TV. So I use this a lot. Now the other thumb will go between the thumb and the index. So that's large intestine number 4, the Hoku point. And that also brings the energy down. By the way, if you're pregnant, don't use this because it brings everything down. Also, when on your period, you might not want to because it's going to bring everything down. But if you're not pregnant, you're not active menstruating, then you can go ahead and use this point. So in this case, we'll use both of them. So one thumb comes center of palm, the other thumb comes on the hoku point, and then we just rest the hands on the belly. And the hands on the belly, we're inviting the energy into our lower dantian, our lower energy basin. And of course that goes through the legs, through the earth, so it's a very grounded position. And we'll just take another 3 or 4, but consider adding this to your toolbox. Anytime you're feeling stressed out, anxious, mind overwhelmed. Okay, when you're ready, release. We'll make our way down to the mat. If you don't have a mat, maybe you have a carpet or some thick blankets, just something so you have some padding between you and the earth. So come down any way that makes sense in your body. We'll start on all fours. Now let's keep moving the spine. So one of the things I aim to do in our back hair classes, and all my classes, but especially the back hair, move the spine in all the directions. So let's cat-cow. Inhale, crown and tail up. Exhale, round, 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 round. And that's it. Go at your own pace. And of course, listen to your doctor's advice, your physiotherapist's advice, way more than me. So if you got advice not to round your back, then you would just go neutral. So you could inhale up, exhale neutral. A few more of these. Okay, next inhalation, come to a neutral spine. Let's tuck the toes and we'll do some bird dogs. So gentle core engagement, flat back. So for me, I think about the sit bones moving down like through the knees. That helps me. So you could work this one moving just the legs, just the arms, or both. So the concept, as we inhale, we extend. So see what you want to extend. I'll go opposite arm, opposite leg. We exhale, come back. So the movement itself, it looks simple, but we have to maintain this balance. So we don't want the hip lifting. We want to keep that core engagement. And these types of like cross movements are really nice for the back. So just go at your own pace. I like to extend through the heel, through the fingertips. And then imagine it's my core bringing the arm and the leg back as I exhale. So it's a strong exhalation. A few more. Okay, the next time everything comes down, let's flatten the feet. Inhale here. Exhale back towards a child's pose. And then stretch the arms out as much as you comfortably can. Or not, maybe not as much, just stretch the arms out. So we'll inhale forward. It could be a table or more of a half plank. Exhale back. So just find your way to do this forward back movement. You could be adding like cat, cow rolls. If you feel like you want a little more action, it could be inhaling plank, exhaling down dog. Whatever you feel like for today. Just some kind of forward back movement. Okay, we'll go into a hold, either down dog or child's pose, about 5 breaths. You can add any movement you like. Okay, so wherever you are, come forward into a half plank. I'm just going to back myself up a little. Let's lower knees, chest, chin. So we lift the head, we lift the tail, shift our weight forward, dip. Bring the pelvis down and get ready for cobras. So we can kind of shift the hips a little bit so we can feel the front of the pelvis on the floor. Hands basically under the shoulders. Tuck the elbows in like we want to touch the elbows behind the back. And we'll do cobra up, down. So we'll inhale cobra. Exhale down. And however your cobra looks, feels for today is just fine. Let your breath move your body. Okay, so we'll prepare to come out of it. We could either come back to child's pose or down dog. 5 breaths. Just pick whatever feels better for today. Oh, it could also be a dolphin, down dog on the forearms, basically. Just make sure wherever you are, you feel good. And you know, if you're in a state where nothing feels good, you just make the adjustments you can to feel a little bit better. Okay, let's bring it back to all fours. Now, one of my favorite things, we're going to do cat-cows, but sideways. So we dip, go to the side, round, go to the other side. Let the head kind of figure itself out. Maybe inhale with a dip, exhale with a round, and enjoy. Okay, let's change direction. Okay, come back to center. If you need to adjust the hands or the knees, make sure you're really well supported. We'll take one leg out and do some circles. So we keep it bent. Change direction. And you know, the circles might be big, might be small, doesn't matter. Okay, now to release, we're going to take this knee that's up, put it behind the knee that's on the floor. Readjust our hands, so we're making our tripod with the knee and the two hands, and just do a few cat-cows. So we'll start the regular cat-cows, up, down. I'm on a very squeaky part of the floor, so I'm just going to move a little bit. Ignore me. Okay, so just up, down, cat-cows. Okay, now side to side. Change direction. All right, back to center. We'll walk the hands towards the knees. See if the bum wants to move towards the feet. You know, we just go as far as is comfortable for today. So I'm just sitting on my other foot. And just 2 or 3 breaths. If this isn't working, you could just sit anyway. Just take a little break from the wrists, maybe even circle the wrists. Okay, come back to all fours. Uncross the legs. And let's get ready for the whole thing on the other side. So, make sure it's your other leg. Once you're feeling steady, other leg comes out, and we circle. Change direction. Okay, so that knee comes behind the knee on the floor. Readjust your hands to make your tripod. And we go back to our cat-cow. So we start up, down, inhaling up, exhaling down. So notice the differences from when we were on both knees separated. Okay, cat-cow side to side. Change direction. Okay, we come back to center. Start to sit towards the feet, walking our hands back. And again, if this doesn't work for today, you just release any way that makes sense and do something for the wrists. So maybe just circling. Or if you're sitting somewhere really comfortable, we could even interlace the hands and circle this way. Change direction, or try to change direction. Don't get too confused. Okay, let's release. Let's sneak in just like 1 more or 2 more cobras. So we'll come forward, release the legs from a half plank, lower knees, chest, chin. So we inhale. I'm in all fours now, not half plank. So we inhale, head and tail up. Shift our weight forward so the shoulders are above the knees. Do a little dip. Pull through. It's a cobra. So we're going to relax a little bit. Let's come onto the forearms, make it a sphinx. If sphinx isn't relaxing for you, you could just have your head resting on your hands. So we could stay right here, or maybe we can take one knee and just pull it out to the side. So if it's too much to keep the sphinx and a knee out, you just rest the head. Or if you're not feeling the knee out and you want to do the sphinx, just do the sphinx. So let's breathe into those hips. If you need to add any little movements, go ahead. Okay, let's rest the head on the hands. And before we do the other side, let's bend both knees and just like windshield wiper the legs. Hopefully we have room on both sides. Okay, let's get ready for the other side. So sphinx or the head on the hands. We pull the other knee out to the side. And breathe. And if it's too much with the leg out to the side, you just leave it back there, do a sphinx, or just rest on the belly. They're both good. They're all good. Okay, when you're ready to release, rest the head, bring the leg back, and again, let's windshield wiper. Okay, legs come down. So one last cobra. We'll do a wider leg cobra. So opening up the feet wider than we normally would. If you have a regular mat, it could be like a bit wider than that edge of the mat. Hands come under the shoulders. We tuck the elbows in. Press the front of the pelvis into the earth. Inhale up. And let's just do the up downs, and then maybe we'll hold it a couple breaths. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go at your own pace. And then the next time you come up, if it feels good, let's just hold 2 or 3 breaths. And when you're ready to release, we can come into a wide leg child's pose. Resting the head. If it doesn't hit the floor, put it on a block or a blanket. Just 2 or 3 breaths, and then we'll come onto the back. Okay, when you're ready, come on up. Walk the hands towards us. So we'll get ready to come onto the back. We'll just do a couple things and then Shavasana time. So it's a good moment. Put on socks if you have a sweater. If you want to grab a blanket, take a drink of water. So let's just take a minute, get ourselves ready. Whatever that is for right now. And you do want to make sure you get yourself as warm and comfortable as possible. Oh, another thing for the Shavasana, you might like to have something under the knees. So it could be a bolster, a bunch of rolled blankets, or maybe even having the lower legs on a chair. Don't worry, if you don't have all those things, you could just do your Shavasana with the knees bent, leaning one into the other. But if you do have stuff to make it more luxurious, you know, why not? So I'll grab a bolster. And just put it down now so I don't have to get up again once we're already lying down. So if there's anything you want to grab for yourself, grab it. And then come down on the back anyway. That makes sense. It might be good to go to the side. And then come down. Okay. So last couple things. Let's bend one leg, hands on the knee. Inhale the knee away. Exhale into the chest. Go with your breath, inhaling away. Exhaling to the chest. All right, we'll switch sides, hands on the other knee. Inhale away, exhale to the chest. Okay, both knees to the chest, open up the arms, twists any way you like to do them. So it could be like one leg leads and then the other leg follows. That's a fun version. Or it could be legs stay close together, close to the body. Or if you want to make it more of a core workout and you're not worried about your low back, it could be more like 90 degrees or closer to straight. So just find whatever it is works for today and do some twists. And once you're happy with the twists, come back to center. If there's any other movements you feel like you need, anything at all, give it to yourself. And then when you're feeling ready, prepare yourself for Shavasana. So a reminder, if you have a chair, you just rest your lower legs on the chair. If you don't have anything, pretend my feet are on the floor. You bend the legs, knees lean one into the other. Or if your back is feeling like 100%, you could just be lying flat, your legs extended. Or if you have a bolster, a couple cushions, blankets under the knees, go for that. To make it really deluxe, we would also put a roll underneath the ankles. So you can if you want, but we're not here too long. The important thing is to make sure we're comfortable. And I know it might be tempting to skip out on the relaxation. It is the most important part of our practice. So it's here by giving ourselves the time and the space to completely relax that we integrate all of our efforts, all of our practice. So I invite you to stay for the relaxation. If you can, if you have to go, of course, go do your things. Chin gently tucked in, forehead sloping down. If your chin is like pointing straight up to the sky and you can't comfortably tuck it in, just add a little pillow, a blanket or something underneath the head. Now let's give ourselves permission to relax. Let ourselves let everything go. everything. So all the worries, the stresses, all the weight of the body, the mind, all of the identifications and attachments, everything. Even the breath. Let the breath flow in and out naturally, however it wants to. Invite the awareness to rest on that natural movement of breath. So anytime we get distracted, just invite ourselves back to the breath, back to the support of the earth. And let everything else go. as you feel ready, start to wake the body mind. Add movement once it feels good. And eventually give yourself a full body stretch. And once you're nice and stretched, take knees into the chest. Maybe rock side to side. And eventually we'll roll all the way to the side, the right hand side if you have the space. Make a little pillow with the arm. Take a breath or two. When you're ready, with the strength of the arms, press up. Make our way into any comfortable seated position. And we'll just take an extra minute. If you have the time, do a little micro meditation. So we'll give ourselves a heart hug. So your right hand goes underneath your left armpit, your left hand somewhere on your right arm. Maybe we can feel the heart beating. And let's just relax into this hug. Receive this hug. Offer ourselves some extra compassion for whatever it is. Maybe offer ourselves some extra love, caring, kindness, whatever it is we may need right here, right now. Just literally being here for ourselves, holding ourselves, hugging ourselves. A few more breaths. Listening into that heart space. And it's a two-way street. If there's anything we want to silently or out loud say to the heart, any messages to hear from the heart. Okay, we'll close our practice. Let's slide the hands into a prayer. And just take a moment to acknowledge, honor the light, the love, the wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. We can close with a bow, the divine in me honoring the divine in you, and all. And that's our practice for today. Thank you so very, very, very much. I hope you've enjoyed it. Starting March 30th, our back care and breathwear will be moving to Fridays at 9:30 Eastern time. And weekend classes will probably continue. And we'll figure all that out as well. So thank you so much for being here. If anyone is out there watching and you like this and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And that's it. So I'll see you next time. Take care. Have a great weekend.